What's up YouTube, Giuseppe Baton coming at you guys with another video. Normally I would not drop back-to-back build videos, but this build right here is so insanely good I could not wait any longer to share it with you guys. This build gets 100 badges. 100 badges, and not only that, but in my honest opinion, I think this is not only the best post-score build in NBA 2K20, I think this is the best post-score build you've ever been able to make on any 2K game. That's how dominant this build is. I'm not going to waste any more time. We got to get into this build. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Make sure you make this build a center. If you go with the power forward option, not only are you going to lose height, you're going to lose a lot of different badges that you're able to get. So make sure he is a center, left or right-handed, whatever you guys prefer. We're going to be going with the all blue pie chart. So already you guys know this thing is going to be absolutely dominant down there in the paint and in the post. This build at 7'3" is about to be able to get big man contact dunks. I'm telling you guys, this thing is going to be scary. Make sure you guys watch to the end. You do not want to miss any of this build. It's going to be a super dominant center build. You're going to be able to score on anybody. Now, typically, I've always been very adamant for the physical profile to choose this one right here if you're making a post score. It's going to maximize your strength and still give you a good blend of speed, acceleration, and vertical. It's still going to be the one that I'm choosing here for the build for my personal option, but you guys actually do have an option here. If you want to go with something like this, it's going to give you a little bit less strength, but it gives you more speed, acceleration, and a lot more vertical, you're going to be fine. Once you make this player 7'3" or 7'2", max out his weight, you get the +4 from Gym Rat, the +5 from 99.9. You're going to be in the high 90s on strength anyway. You'll be just fine. So if you want to go with something like this, if you feel you need more speed on your center build, you want to be able to jump higher, especially with those contact dunks, you can go with something like that. Me personally, like I said, I will be going with this one because I want to maximize my strength. I like to be able to bully people in the post. Now these attributes, these things are insane. Our shot close is going to be all the way up to a 95. We're going to raise our driving layup just up to a 61 for badge purposes. Driving dunk is going to be maxed. Standing dunk maxed. Post hook will be maxed. Our post fadeaway is going to max all the way out, which makes us a much more well-rounded post scorer. We're not strictly inside scoring. Our pass accuracy is going to go all the way up to max. Post moves up to 92. Interior defense is going to max out. Our steal is going to go up to a 31. Again, that's for badge purposes. Our block will max out as well. Offensive rebound and defensive rebound will both be maxed. And now, as you guys can see, we have 60 badges. And then when you include those 40 extra badges, you get a legend. That's 100 total badges on this build. 100 badges. What do you need all those badges for? I don't know. But you have 100 if you guys want to get 100. But I'm going to be 100% honest with you. This build right here, it's pretty good, but I honestly think it can be better. Realistically, you do not need that many playmaking badges. If you want to have them just to say you have 100 badges, be my guest. But for me, I'm not going to use all those because I am actually going to use this build. This build is so good. I'm actually definitely going to be using it. Probably this will be my main build. Not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to completely get rid of the pass accuracy. Like I said, those playmaking badges, super overkill, at least for a center. You really don't need them. This is going to free up 27 attributes for us. Now with these 27 attributes, you have a couple of different options. You can add it to your defense. You're not really going to get many more badges. You can get one extra if you really want to. I don't think that's that big of a deal. You can add it to your driving layup if you guys want to. You can get one more finishing badge. Again, I don't think that is that super important to add to your driving layup. What I think you're going to get the best bang for your buck is definitely going to be your medium range shot. If you put all those points into it, that's going to put you into the 60s on your mid-range shot, which is still good enough to shoot a wide open medium range. If you're playing something like 2s or 3s, the pick and pop game will be there. You can pop out to the midi and you're going to be able to hit this wide open shot. And a lot of people are not going to be expecting for you to shoot with this build. Nobody ever thinks it's going to be titled an interior force. Spoiler alert. No one ever thinks an interior force can shoot. So you are going to be able to shoot on this build, and you're going to get a lot of people caught off guard and get some free buckets that way. These extra 3 points, you can kind of throw them wherever you want. Me personally, I'm going with free throw. It's going to give us 1 extra shooting badge, which is going to give us 12 shooting badges, which is perfect. That's all you need. That's going to be able to give us gold deep fades. It's going to give us gold quick draw, gold green machine, and gold hot zone hunter, which is going to make our 85 fade more than enough, making this build absolutely versatile. So this is honestly what I would say is the best possible post score build. If you guys want the 100 badges, like I said, go crazy, slap them on pass accuracy. But I feel like this, all in all, is just simply better. Looking at these attributes, once we hit 99 overall, man, we're gonna have a 99 shot close, a 99 stand and dunk, and a 99 post hook. at 7'3", at 99.9, we'll have contact dunks as a big man. That's about to be insane. Medium range shot is up in the 60s. We're going to have a 90 post fadeaway. Like I said, that's going to be more than enough to utilize the post fadeaway, especially with those 12 shooting badges. We're going to have an insane post moves up there in the 90s. Our post spins are about to be super fast, and our defense is about to be really solid. We're going to be in the 80s on our interior defense, the 80s for our rebound, and the 80s for our block. And these numbers are also going to go up a little bit once we raise our player's height, which we are going to go ahead and do right now. Body shape, of course, doesn't really matter. Pick what you want. Burly or built is what I would go with for a center build, just me personally. Now you have two options here with the height. You can go 7'3". The problem with 7'3" though is if you go maximum weight, you're gonna have to maintain that 99 at all times to be able to get contact dunks, and you're not gonna get your contact dunks until you hit 99. So you got quite a way to grind. If you go 7'2", not only do you increase your driving dunk, you increase your shooting a little bit, you get a little bit better speed and vertical, and that's going to maintain that same strength for you. You're not going to lose too much on your interior defense going down that 1 inch. You, of course, are going to lose the 1 inch on your actual height, which kind of sucks, but it's not that big of a deal. Normally, I'm all about being 7'3", and I'm really against choosing anything else than 7'3" on an actual post-score build. But in this instance, I think I'm going to go for 7'2". You're going to get the contact dunks right off the bat. You're going to be a little bit faster, and you're really not losing too much on this build. And you're going to increase your medium range shot a little bit, which is going to go down a little bit more once we max for wingspan as well. So the extra attribute is going to help keep us in the 60s on our medium range shot. Now the weight, you're going to want to max this out absolutely. You want to be as big as you possibly can if you're going to be a post-score build. So go with the maximum weight. And then the wingspan, you have a couple options here. I highly suggest maximum wingspan. I feel like it's very beneficial for a center. Helps you get rebounds, helps you get blocks, especially if you're a post scorer. It's going to help you score up and over people. If you want to drop it down too to get one extra medium range shot and one extra post moves, feel free, but in my opinion, it's not really necessary. After we hit that 99, we're going to be in the 60s for the medium range shot. If we maintain the 99.9, we'll be at a 61 medium range shot, which is honestly plenty, especially when we have Hot Zone Hunter. We're going to have shooting boost on. The shooting will be just fine for this build as long as you're taking wide open medium range shots, and it's not going to kill you. And essentially, this is exactly what we're going to end up with, man. Like I said, we're going to have a 90-something interior defense. We're going to be in the high 80s on our block. We're going to be in the 80s on our rebounding. We're going to get contact dunks right off the bat with this. Right off the bat. 7'2", when you load up this player, if you max out that driving dunk, you can get contact dunks right away. And that's scary for a build like this. For a post-score build like this, that is super scary. You can have two options for your takeover right here. You can go with post-score takeover, or you can go with rim protector takeover. Me personally, I'm going with post-score takeover. I feel like it is super good this year. And I feel like a lot of people sleep on it because it doesn't give you the same animations as you could get last year. But I didn't like those animations anyway. I felt like they negatively impacted my playstyle. So I really like how it is this year, and it's really solid. But in all honesty, if you want rim protector, it's not a bad option either. It helps you get a lot of stops, especially when you're playing something like 1s or 2s where it's make it, take it. You're scoring a bunch, you get your takeover. If you finally miss, as soon as you go on defense, you already have your defense takeover ready to go, and you can get the ball right back. So it's truly a good option. Something you're gonna have to kind of think about and decide what you want personally. Me, I'm going with the post-score takeover, and this is gonna give us a comparison to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Hassan Whiteside and Nurkic too. I mean, nowhere near as big of a name as Abdul-Jabbar. But that's crazy. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, if you don't go with the post fade, this build is also called a Shaquille O'Neal build. It's pretty insane. You got some really good company there to be compared to. If we go to test the build, I'll show you real quick kind of the badges I would throw onto this build. We already talked about a couple of them, but I'll show you real quickly just for the build purposes. Go to 99, doesn't really matter. Look at this. At 99, that's what we're going to be looking at again, plus the 4 that we're going to get. Finishing badges, in all honesty, this is overkill. You have way more than you could possibly need on a post-score style build, but pretty much this is how I would kind of do it. I'd really just throw badges all over the damn place because you're going to have 39 of these things. You're going to have a ton of them. So at this point, we're going to get the extra 10 from our being legend. I would throw them on something like Slithery Finisher, Fancy Footwork, and probably Acrobat. Other than that, this is really kind of what I would rock with. Oh, I forgot about Pro Touch. We'll throw them on Pro Touch too. So we'll have like 11 extra badges we can kind of throw around. Maybe get Relentless on like gold. We'll throw something like Slithery Finisher on gold. Maybe Fancy Footwork on gold. I don't know how many badge points that is. I don't know how many I just said. I think we have like 2 more. We'll throw that on Acrobat. Something like that. That's what I would do with my finishing badges. My shooting badges, we're not going to be able to really display it here. But like I told you guys, we'd be throwing that on Quick Draw gold, Hot Zone Hunter gold, Deep Fades gold, and Green Machine on gold is what I would be running with. Our playmaking, again, we have an overkill of playmaking badges. I would definitely get Postman Technician on gold, Quick First Step on gold, Unblockable gold, Dream Shake on gold, and those other 3 badges, Probably something like Needle Threader, maybe Bailout. I don't know. If I'm playing threes, Break Starter. Other than that, don't really need anything else that's in this category. Defense badges. You have a slew of defense badges. This is going to kind of depend on what you're playing. If you're playing something like ones, obviously you don't really need Brick Wall. I don't feel like you need Rebound Chaser on the ones court. If you're playing something like twos or threes, Brick Wall is not a bad idea. So it's kind of going to depend on what you guys want to use and what you guys are playing. If I'm playing ones, I'll show you my loadout real quick. It would be Intimidator, Pogo Stick, Post Move Lockdown, Moving Truck, and then what we have, 10 more? That's ridiculous. We'd get Clamps on gold. We'd probably get Rim Protector on gold. We'd get Chase Down Artist on gold. And I think we'd have one more. We'd probably throw it on something like Tireless Defender, Rebound Chaser, or Heart Crusher. One of those, something like that. Honestly, you probably don't even need Chase Down Artist on gold. You could probably get that bronze just for the animations. Throw those extra 3 on something like Tireless Defender. Got a lot of different options with your defense badges. But that's going to be it, man. This build right here, if you're not a legend, I feel like it's not as versatile. Because you're only going to have 2 shooting badges, which is not going to be enough for your fades. I mean, it'll be decent. You'll be able to get silver quick draw, which is okay. Gold would be preferred. Honestly, Hall of Fame would be great, but silver quick draw, you'll get away with it. You could probably do some fades. They're not going to be as effective, though, as if you're a legend and you have those extra badges. Because deep fades on Hanzo Hunter are going to come in huge when you're trying to hit those fades with that 90 fade. But even not at legend, this build is insane. You obviously don't get as many badges, but it's still ridiculous. The inside scoring on this build is insane. How many 99 stats that you guys are able to get. But at legend, it really just takes this thing from a good build to one of the best in the game. So if you guys are a legend, you like using big man, maybe you want to try using a post scorer, I would suggest checking this build out. I would not lie to you guys. This is, in my opinion, the best post score build in any 2K I've ever played. I've been playing in the post since 2K14. And this is the best post score build I've ever seen. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Turn on the post notice, because we're going to be dropping gameplays with this build as soon as I grind it. Let me fucking tell you, man, I'm out.